sorry, little one.
覚悟してろよ。行くぜ。
Welcome to World Breaker Cool's Reviews. I'm your host, World Breaker Cool, and today we are looking at Transformers, Earthrise Snapdragon, and Earthrise Doubledealer. I got these both from Target. This guy was $13 down from $30. I'm glad I waited. Doubledealer was $49.99, but I got him on sale for $22. So that was a great deal on both of these. I'm very happy I did not skip on either of them, especially the Doubledealer, because he is much more impressive than I thought he would be. All right, so let's get down to nitty gritty first. I'm starting in alt mode right now, and I have Frenzy right here, okay? Knocks on the inside here. You can put the tapes on the inside once you combine them. I'll show that real quick. Well, let's see if I can show it real quick. See, there we go. Fits in pretty well. Nice little way to transform that. So I do like that. And I lost Frenzy. Here we go. So that's pretty cool to me. I like how they both kind of accentuate the colors to this figure. See, there's a baby blue, there's a red, not so much the dark greenish blue color, but even he's got some lighter yellows and purples that you'll see once I get them transformed that still kind of match. So I like that they did that. I'm glad that I've got this guy to go with his little weaponizers, little tape decks. Just looking at Snapdragon up first. This is my favorite mode with Snapdragon. It just looks like a cool spaceship. Something that, you know, if I was ever, you know, a Star-Lord type guy, this is something that I definitely dig. I like the way this looks. I mean, of course, the middle here looks a little bit janky just because, I don't know. It does not have a spot for this to fill in. Okay, so it's pretty messed up. Then you got the cockpit. That's not opening. This is a bane of my existence here. Okay. Right here, you can see it looks really cool on the inside. Gives him like a little station. I love that. However, he's the first Titan Master I've ever owned that you cannot store a head somewhere. Well, he's the first Voyager class Titan Master that I've owned that cannot store the head in robot mode. And you'll see that later. But I do find that very cool. I like the weapon storage. It's his best mode again. You'll see why shortly, okay? As far as Doubledealer, he does not come with this effect here. I added that, but he has lots of cool weapons. I love the fact that, you know, he kind of can be stabilized, or you can push these up in the back, and he can kind of really get moving. You can even add a little effect here to make it look like he's going really fast, although it looks really dangerous. He rolls more than fine enough. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of parts, and I didn't think he would be that fun, but he actually really is. And you can take the missile off and, like, you know, mock firing it at things, but damn, that's big. That's what she said. That's huge. Look at this. This thing is substantial. Love that. It's one of my favorite accessories they've ever had for a figure. So love it, love it, love it. Very easy to peg back in. Again, here's the vehicle mode. It's good. And underneath you can see his feathers, and you know what mode I'm doing next. I'm not looking forward to that one, but hey, it's what it is. So that was the robot mode, or the vehicle modes. Let's get these triple changes into their alt modes, which would be the beast modes. And with that said, da 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 da. So both of these modes are terrible. I cannot tell you how much I really dislike these modes. I wish they would have kept them out completely. It would have been a better figure overall and had two supreme modes had they got rid of the third alternate modes. But nonetheless, let's take a look at these two and give you my takes on them. We'll start with Snapdragon. Now, Snapdragon, the face with the Titan Master, that's terrible. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's terrible. It's hollow up here. It's just a ship at the bottom. He's got these weird arms. They have articulation, but it's just weird articulation. It's good plastic quality, you know, but it's just flat out terrible. The proportions look off. Doesn't look intimidating. It just looks like it's sick. Like it's like, I got the sniffles, you know? Just terrible. And this jaw was really bad. So, yeah. 3 out of 10 for me for Snapdragon. And this is 1 out of 10. Okay? It pissed me off. Okay? Very rarely do I get pissed off doing transformations, but this one, it's supposed to be more flush, but there's a portion, a transformation part down here that I just cannot get mine to go in as much as they should. And it feels like it's going to stress this figure out to the point where it breaks. So I'm going to get him out of this bird mode as soon as possible because I don't like it. It does not look good. It's very frustrating to transform just on one portion. That's in clicking these stupid knees back at the bottom. That's the only problem with the transformation. Everything else is relatively simple, but it doesn't even look good. For after all that work, it doesn't even look good. The head looks good, you know. The wings look great, fantastic even, but that's it. Everything else is trash. Like, it's just not even. I can't even get the dang mouth to open back up. But, I mean, again, the face is good, the wings are good, but you look at this. Does that look good to you? Does this look like something you would run from or intimidate? You probably run from it because it looks crazy. You might get a virus or something from it, but it's not fun. It's not a good figure. Well, I'm sorry. This alternate mode is just not good. So I would never transform either one of these back into this mode. There's no point to ever transform these two back into these. So Snapdragon's a failure. So is Doubledealer in these modes only. Okay. 1 out of 10. Okay. 2 out of 10. 3 out of 10. Let's get these things transformed because they're making me mad just looking at them. Dun. Okay, and here we have these two buttes transformed. Well, maybe not both of them fully because this is the head for Snapdragon right here. Very cool. I do like the head. Very different from all the other ones, at least from the front. But I don't like I like the minion, the small guy, but I don't like this head. So what I did was I had the Titan Return 8 face, and I put that on here, which I think, in my humble opinion, looks a bit better. There's something about the head that just looks a little bit better to me. It also looks like the Decepticon symbol. But if you want to see how it really looks, or supposed to look, it's not a problem. There you go. And this mode is good. It's decent. Again, it's my second favorite mode. He should have only had 2. It looks, you know, astonishingly better with the ape face head on it. And that's how I'll be storing it. I mean, that's cool. But as I said before, this is the only Titan's Return or Titan Master that you cannot store a figure in, even in robot mode, because this part is split up. The cockpit is split up, so no one can really kind of sit and chill and stay in there. So that's a bit of a bummer, if I'm being honest. Okay, but again, you know, pretty sweet. But Doubledealer, whew, now this guy's where it's at. Look at that. Stop focusing on that. Now, this guy is where it's at. That is premium. Again, that stupid bird mode is really bothersome, but he cleans up pretty darn good for the robot mode, and I really dig it. This part's especially. Sorry, folks. I don't know what's wrong with my camera lately. Trying to get a bit of a different view. Let's just move it. There we go. So I can stop dropping my my set. So, as I was saying, I do like the colors. He works as an Autobot or Decepticon, I feel very strongly. You can see those colors a little bit better there. There's that purple I was telling you about before with the this figure. Same purple. And then you got some yellow up top here. So it's a nice little thing that they do to make sure these both kind of can fit in with them. And speaking of fitting in, you can open this part. Hello. This comes off. I'm not sure if this is just mine or what, or if this was intended to come off, but it does come off. So just be mindful of that. It's very weird and comes off pretty easily. But you can store little tapes inside here, and you kind of have to get them in to stay by friction. So then it just snaps back on in. So that's cool. I love that. I love that. And if you really wanted to, you can also make some armor with another one if you've got an extra one. And that's kind of what I have here. So you just open this up, and then you can give them like a little faux shield. So that kind of works too. So storage options, he has storage. And yes, can he bloosh in the words of Mgo? I'm not stealing it, I'm just borrowing it. So that's pretty sweet. And you can also store it back here. So if you really wanted to, you know, let's do something pretty cool. Let's add that. And his arms do not stay up very well now. I think because his gun is just so darn big. 1 second. Let me just pause it. All right. Now that just looks badass. Look at that. Now that's a bloosh right there. That is a bloosh. That's like a kabloosh. Okay? So I'm digging that. I'm digging that. I'm digging this hard. It's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, all in all, Doubledealer is the best out of these two. I think he is a must. I don't think that Snapdragon's a must. Only a maybe if you can get him on sale. Doubledealer, I think, would have been worth the money regardless. And he does have this cool option here where you can flip the symbols down, kind of like my very cool Skyfire. It's fairly easy to do that. And now he's a Decepticon. So he's got all types of playabilities. And I'm just knocking stuff down, just review. Thank you for some of you guys who stick with me through all my Transformers reviews. I really appreciate it. Those likes and views are helping. I'm not trying to do anything as far as get paid for views. I just want you guys to be able to watch and enjoy. Do it for you, the people. But again, I do like the figure. If I had to give rating out of a 10, I would give Doubledealer an 8. He would have been higher, but that stupid bird mode really still pisses me off. If it wasn't for that bird mode, he'd be a 9.5. This guy here, he's a solid 7. You know. So thanks for watching. Until next time, peace and double dealing grease.